Hi, this is a recording video, a part of your training, and it is called the index box system. And the index box system is to help you be able to follow up on your customers, follow up on any calls that you have made, and follow up on any of your distributors. It's a very simple method that we've been using in our team for years and has proven very, very successful. So what we do is, you can see here that I've got an index box, and the index box is made up with little index cards, and the very first one goes from number 1 right through to 31, the days of the month, and behind that you have the months of the year, January, February, March, right through to December. So that's all is on them, 1 to 31 from January to December. So they sit in your index box like this, and behind that you have your index cards. And what I want to do is to show you this simple, duplicatable system on how we use it. Now you will get your card, and on your card you see here I have done a trial one for you. And what you want to do is on your card is, first of all, obviously the person's name. Then you'll have the person's contact telephone number. Maybe they have 2 telephone numbers. You will have here their email address, their Facebook account, maybe their Instagram account. And these are just methods of contacting your people. So that's the contact details. And what happens is, let's say for instance you have sold a product to a customer. You will get your index card whenever you've sold the product, and you will write down notes on your card. So you'll always start with the date. So I have written here the 1st of June, then to 17, and beside it you will write the reason why the person bought the aloe vera gel or the lotion or whatever product it is that they've so bought. So you could write down here, bought the gel because feeling tired. They might have said something to you, I've tried lots of things before and it didn't help me. You can write a little note like that, tried before, different things didn't help. And then underneath it, you're going to write, the next date that you're going to write is the date that you're going to contact that person again. And in this, for instance, I've been talking to the person and I've said to the person, okay, you open your gel, you take it, and I tell them how to use the product. And I said, I'll give you a call back in a few days to see how you're getting on. And that was another training where I will be teaching you how to do follow-up with your customers. So I write down here the 4th of the 6th, 17, and I will write down on the card why I'm following the person up. So I write down here just to check how you're getting on. And maybe the person might have said something again, and I write it down here because I'd be able to speak to them about that. You will never, ever remember the conversations that you've had with all of your customers or all of your people. Never be able to remember it. And this simple little card I've been using for 25 years, this system, and it's kept me, it's been amazing, because you're doing your job. If you've got a job, maybe you've got children, you're running your family, you've maybe got something you do in your society, whatever it is, you're doing all of them things, and trying to remember what you've got to do in your forever business is very hard. So what you then will do is, you say the 4th of the 6th, I told this person, Joe Blogs, that I'd be ringing them back. You go to your little index box and you go along to the date, which is the 6th. I have got here the month of June at the very first of my box, because that's the month I'm working in. And then I will find 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, or the 4th I'm going in here. So I pop this card into the 4th and forget about it. Absolutely forget about it. Now, maybe this person I'm speaking to in a couple of days' time, and I've said to me, I'll ring you back on the 4th. I'll go back to the 4th, I'll pop it into the 4th, and I'll forget about it. And then you come along and you either go the night before or the morning of the 4th and you say, what have I got to do today? And then you will lift out your cards that's in the 4th, and you will look at the cards. Oh yes, I have to ring Joe Blogs. Oh yes, that's right, started drinking the jail, has used other things and they didn't work before, and you give Joe a call because you told him you would. And as I say, there'll be a training on follow-up and what to say in the follow-up. But this is to tell you and to show you how to use your index box. You put the lid on it and that's it. It's as simple as that. It is an absolute little treasure. And I have been using these and I use it every single day and I am not changing it. I remember trying to computerize myself and doing it on a computer. And one day I went in and instead of hitting something, I hit delete and I deleted everything off it. This you can't delete. So just to refresh, you get an index box. Ask your sponsor, where do you get your index box? They probably have some in stock for you. You get your index box, you get your little cards, you get your white note cards as well. You do the 1 to 31, you do January to December, and then every single time you write a card out and you write when you're going to follow that person up. If you're following up on the 15th, you go to the 15th, you pop the card on the 15th, close it over, and you don't have to remember it again. And then you go along on the 14th night or the 15th morning, and you have a wee look, what have I got to do today? And it's all in your index box. Index is called follow-up, and follow-up equals fortune. So this is the training for your team, for your follow-up index box, and look out for more trainings on other things that you can do in your business.